Oh, hey there. Kelly Newsom here. I'm just getting ready for Halloween in between looking at properties for buyers and sellers. And I just wanted to take a few moments to talk about fixer-upper myths and facts, what you should know before you buy. The most important point is that a home will only sell for what the market can bear. What this means is that no matter how many upgrades were made or how much money has been invested in the upgrades, a home will only sell for what the majority of home buyers are willing to pay. Before deciding that your next home has got to be a fixer-upper, you should do your homework into what to expect when purchasing these types of homes. Many prospective home buyers tend to have a romanticized version of what the entire process looks like, and they're a little bit shocked when confronted with the hard reality. Fixer-upper homes can often represent a good deal, but there are some common myths that a home buyer should be aware of before making that offer. Myth number 1. I can make a killing in the real estate market by buying a rundown home for tens of thousands of dollars less than the average home, fixing it up, and then immediately selling it for full price or more. Well, the fact is, most homeowners looking to sell their fixer-upper homes understand that they will have to list their home at a price that reflects the cost involved in restoring the home to its original condition. The price of a fixer-upper is usually calculated so that the savings represented by the lower than average market price is roughly equal to the amount of money that a buyer could expect to spend on necessary renovations. Updating the look of a home or upgrading to higher-end finishes is not included in these calculations, and you should be careful not to spend so much money on renovations that you're unable to recoup your investment. Myth number 2. If I'm buying a fixer-upper home, I don't need to bother with the added cost and aggravation of a home inspection because I already know what I'm getting. Well, a home inspection should always be included in a purchase offer, and it's arguably even more important to include one when you're looking to buy a fixer-upper. Structural defects are not normally visible to the untrained eye, yet will cost much more to repair than the obvious cosmetic fix-ups. Most licensed home inspectors will not only detail the defects that they uncover, but they can also give you a good idea of the costs involved in fixing them. Myth number 3. It's better to pay a lot less and buy a fixer in an undesirable area than to pay more for a comparable fixer-upper in a better neighborhood. Well, most of us have heard the quote, "The 3 most important things in real estate are location, location, location." Well, while that's obviously meant to be funny, and it's a somewhat oversimplified rule of home buying, it does drive home the point of how important it is to consider where you'll buy your home. Purchasing a fixer-upper in a desirable neighborhood will cost you more initially, but the payoffs, personal peace of mind, and higher return on your investment when you sell your home, those things shouldn't be overlooked. Myth number 4. Once I fix this house up, I can turn around and sell it for double the price I paid. Well, a home will only sell for what the market can bear. What this means is that no matter how many upgrades were made or how much money has been invested in the upgrades, a home will only sell for what the majority of homeowners are willing to pay. Some factors to consider when calculating your possible return on investment. Location. What kind of neighborhood is the home in? The type of neighborhood will determine what type of buyers you'll attract when you decide to sell. For example, an area consisting mostly of first-time buyers will attract buyers who have a strict and limited budget. They're looking for affordability above all else, including high-end finishes and perfectly landscaped gardens. Next, neighbors. What are the neighboring homes like? A beautiful home surrounded by unkempt, rundown homes will sell for much less than a beautiful home surrounded by well-kept, nicely maintained homes. Surroundings. What are the surrounding features? Buyers are willing to pay more for a home that is in a convenient yet quiet locale. Now, while you may find it convenient to side onto a school, many potential buyers would eliminate such a location due to the noise level associated with the presence of hundreds of excitable children and the congestion caused by school buses and parents dropping off and picking up students. Myth number 5. I can make a lot more money by turning this single-family home into a multifamily dwelling. Well, while this statement is for the most part true, it may not be possible. Most towns and cities have strict zoning laws that not only dictate the maximum allowable occupancy within any given area, but they also dictate the size and design of a home when building new homes or when creating additions to an existing structure. Once you've thoroughly investigated the pros and cons associated with purchasing a fixer-upper home, and you've decided that it's right for you, be sure to run your numbers, including list price of fixer-uppers, the average recent sales prices of similar non-fixer-upper area homes, estimated cost of repairs from a reputable source, a buffer amount for unexpected repair costs, that's usually about a half of the estimated total, selling expenses, real estate fees, lawyer fees, closing costs, etc., etc. Don't forget the amount of profit you desire versus the amount of actual profit. For example, the list price of the fixer-upper might be $200,000. The average sales price of comparable homes in the area is $255,000. Your estimated repair costs about $20,000. The buffer for repairs, that's $12,500. Your selling expenses is $17,000. And if you had a desired profit of 10%, then you're looking for $20,000. But in this case, you're looking to earn $254,500. Now, if your intent was to purchase the house shown in the example above, make repairs, and immediately list the house for sale, your actual profit shown is only $500. If, however, your intent was to purchase the same home, but actually live in it for a few years before selling it, you would normally expect to turn a much better profit for two reasons. First, historically speaking, the real estate market normally goes up over time, and your anticipated sales price would be higher. That affords you more profit. Second, the money that you have been paying in rent to live elsewhere with no return is actively paying down your mortgage and increasing your equity. As with all investments, nothing is guaranteed. So when looking to finance a home, keep in mind that the real estate market has taken some big hits in the past. Never overextend yourself financially. Also, please note that the figures in the calculations shown here were used for example purposes only. Local housing prices, repair costs, and selling costs will vary greatly from one location to another. It is recommended that all buyers thoroughly research their local costs and legal restrictions before purchasing. Thank you for watching. Give me a call if you have any questions. Also, if you're watching this on my YouTube channel, be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and click the little bell there to be notified when we add new videos. I'm Kelly Newsome. Go serve big. Now then, what am I going to do with you?